All right, so when we're talking about dealing with difficult people and kind of look what conventional trainers have told us, really maybe what we should do is kind of re-examine a relationship with these people. And this is probably the biggest reason why. It's kind of like doing informal research. I think the 80-20 rule works for most things, right? And you'll find out that 80% of your problems come from 20% of your clients. But when you really dig down to this, it's probably even more so than that. It's probably actually more like 6 to 10% of the people are going to drive 90 to 94 to 90% of the problems. What happens with that is they just wear you out. It's kind of like being in a bad relationship. We were talking beforehand. It's like one of those being in a bad relationship, it just wears you out and there's no upside to it. You lose sleep over this. It's all the amount of mental energy you're spending is actually on a relatively small number of people. Guys, sometimes you need to just talk it through with your manager. Is it you or is it truly that person? Years ago, I had an agent's wife that actually said, you need to get Philip on the phone and walk through this because he was losing sleep thinking about this person. The phone would ring and he was worried it was this person talking to him. And it was a very strong agent who actually had done very well, but this person was so under his skin and was so destructive in this relationship that it was actually affecting his relationship with his wife and his other clientele. And she said, you need to talk to Philip. And it was actually funny because after about 3 minutes, it's like, you just need to exit this person, right? We're going to teach you how to do that in a way that's professional, in a way that benefits both people. But you really have to kind of evaluate that every now and then in moving forward. It's also, there just is an importance of letting go, right? At a certain point, you need to let go of those relationships. You terminate those unhealthy relationships. I know some people have been in bad relationships. Oh my goodness, they feel so much better when it's done. If not, you're just wasting your time, right? And you kind of look at it this way. There's an old saying, you can only get walked on when you're laying down. So at some point, you need to control the situation and move it forward. And I'm not saying it's always easy to do that, but what you'll find out is how good that feels when it's done properly.